Hey y'all, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whenever you guys are watching this. Welcome back to another live stream here on Let's Build Twitter. So the internet was out yesterday, so I didn't get to go through and make a list of all the features we need to do. But today we're going to be working on this GIF dropdown. So we need to basically build a search bar and figure out how Giphy works and stuff like that. I think we might have to build a new modal for this, and then we might, use it for other things, because this modal is completely different than some of the other modals, and this modal kind of matches the ones without the bottom content. So I might make this and call it like bottomless. Also, we'll need to figure out how to make this guy. But we might make this and call it like bottomless modal or something, and then it'll just have a top and then a content section. And something I have not figured out how to do is how to cut these off. So I don't know how we're going to do that either. So it's going to be some experimentation. Also, I've been thinking about possibly instead of live streaming these and then recording them later, I'm thinking about possibly going through and just live streaming and then editing the live streams later on into like 30-minute videos or so, 20-30-minute videos. So we might be changing up how things work. We'll see how things go. But yeah, so with that being said, let's go ahead and hop into our code. We're gonna close out of some things here. I'm not sure if we ever did we end up making our slice for modals? We did. Okay. So I think what we are gonna do, and I think I'm gonna go into our components. I think I'm gonna go ahead and make a new modal. So new folder, and I'm gonna call this bottomless modal, I guess. A new file, because it's gonna be a modal that doesn't have like a bottom piece. And bottom is modal.css, and there's some things I'll go through and probably refactor that don't have a bottom on them. Okay, let's see how well. Actually, let's first take some of the modal code. So we can basically take all of this, other than let's just take all of it for now, and then we will refactor what we don't need. So paste this, be bottomless. And we don't need this. So we still need a top bar. Top bar, and then our content. And then rename this top bar and content. We'll get rid of this. And then we'll get rid of this div. We'll just have a top bar. Top bar. Okay. So this will be bottomless modal, and I think this has a set size to it. So we're gonna set that. It's gonna be slightly different. Bottomless modal box. Although this is kind of like the background, so I don't know. And then this would be bottomless bucket type, modal top, and then bottomless modal content. So the bottomless modal content, I think about how we're gonna end up doing this, because it's almost like the entire modal itself has the overflow off, but it also has like overflow hidden, but it also has a scroll bar. So we'll have to figure out. It's almost like they have the modal, but then they have another modal. Like it's almost like they have this, and then they have like a div class name equal to bottomless modal dash scroll box or something. It's almost like they have something like this going on, where they have this in here, and then they just have like overflow hidden, and this is like fit content or something. So, or like this one has overflow hidden on it. This one has the scroll and fit content, and then just kind of from there. So we'll see. We'll see how this goes. All right, so I think that's what we'll keep for now. And I accidentally broke this. So before I get too crazy, I am going to, let's see. Let's open this, and we're gonna modify some of the CSS. So the modal itself, this is fine. And I'm gonna probably rename this. Instead of saying modal, I'm gonna say modal background. That's really what it is. It's kind of just sets the background color. This would be modal, bottomless modal BG, and then bottomless modal box. So this part is the one. So this one, the modal box has a height of 600 and 650. How tall is this normal? I think that's about how tall we can expect it to be. Question is, can we get this guy? I don't want to move it. Okay, where is the... It looks like this is the main section. The main section of the modal right here. However, I just saw 600 there. Okay, so it is the same height, I guess. 600 by 650. And a border radius of 200. So I guess we can steal this. I don't know if we need the flex. Border radius can be 200. Sure. I want overflow hidden on this box, I believe. And then what we'll do, so the entire box itself will have an overflow hidden. And then what we're going to go and do is we're going to have the scroll bar. And everything in here must have height 100%. Oops. 100% width 100%. And then we'll have overflow Y equal to scroll. Or actually, I'll just say auto and see what happens. Again, this one, I don't know if this is going to work or not. We'll have to mess with it. All right. So there's that. And I'm looking to the side at Twitter itself so I can kind of see what's going on here. The top bar. I think we can just make it like 40 or 50 and that's probably fine. I'm guessing that's about the size that this is. Let's see. Top bar is 53 actually. I'm guessing that includes some adding. Well, actually, no, it doesn't. So yeah, let's say like 55 or something, or 50. So we'll say dot bottomless modal top, and let's just double check this. Bottomless modal top, and cool. So the we're just gonna have height equal to 50px, and this one we do want display flex, although it's not gonna really matter because this is gonna be its own content anyway, so we don't even need the flex. And then dot modal bottomless modal, dash content. So this would be like 600, I guess. Height will be 600 px. Okay, I got all the px's. The width will be 100%. And again, we don't really need flex on this because the content itself will have flex, basically. I should probably go ahead and say on the top, maybe we say, I don't know if this is going to work or not, because I don't think z-index works unless you use whatever it's called, but let's say z-index 5, and then we need what component was that? Features feed. Is it just a feed post creator? CSS? That has the blur. Thought it was, but maybe it's not. Border bottom. Thought this is the part that you scrolled. And it has like the background color. So it's not that. Where? No, it's the top part, isn't it? So it's like the, what would that even be called? Top bar? Yeah, this. I want this guy. And I might need this. I might need to say because this goes inside the, this has absolute position. Shoot, the modal box, you might just say position relative. Thank you for that. Thanks for the sub. I appreciate that. Might need to go relative on this, and then on the top we can have the z-index, and we'll have position sticky. Now the problem is that I don't know if this is gonna work, just because I haven't tried this yet. But let's try this out and see what happens, and we'll mess around with it. But z-index should put it on top of everything, and we'll see if that works or not. So we'll save this, and we might have to, we'll probably have to come back and refactor and tinker with some same things, but create the bottomless modal. What I'm thinking is, if we just, how's it going, Ahmet? What I'm thinking is, if we just live stream all this, we don't have to do this part, which kind of stinks, but okay. So style the new modal CSS, paste that. Okay, now I need to make the actual GIF modal, I guess. So let's 3 make the GIF modal. Let's do that. So inside of our feed post creator, a new folder, feed post creator, GIF modal, and new file, feed post creator, GIF, bucket type, GIF modal, CSX. And then we'll just go ahead and import our bottomless modal. Did I rename this? classic. This bottomless modal. All right. So we'll import bottomless modal from, go down to our component level, component slash bottomless modal slash bottomless modal. Guess we're going to import React from React as well. All right, and then we'll export const feed post creator GIF modal and react.function components. Not going to take in any props, and we'll return a bottomless modal with top bar equal. We'll just have top bar for now, and then content equal to, I could type, oh, that's why it's scuffed. Let's fix this. And content equal to content for now. Let's close this. All right, so there is our top bar. Copy this, paste it in. Now let's make this so we can actually open and close it. So let's set up the ability to open and close the modal, starting in the modal slice. Let's hop into the modal slice and say display GIF. We'll just say display GIF Boolean, and then our display GIF will be false to start. And then on our reducers, we'll say update display GIF. Take in the state. State is equal to ... state. We could have made this a little bit easier on ourselves probably, but it is what it is. Display GIF equal to not state dot display GIF. All right. We could have probably made one single reducer for all of these now that I think about it, but whatever. And we'll also go ahead and import or export update display GIF. Okay, so we need these guys. We need our reducer. And we need export const actions. So we'll do that. And then we will set up the GIF button to open the modal in the feed post creator. So now we'll go into our feed post creator. See here. Feed post creator. Let's go ahead and import our update. Whatever. Apparently I don't even have it in here. That's surprising. So import update display GIF, and we'll say, where am I going to put this at? I'll just put it here. Const, and we'll say display GIF. This doesn't need to take in anything. This is just going to dispatch update display GIF. Then let's I don't need to do that. I can just do this because it'll basically automatically import. And from here, after we do that, what we can do is go and here, and on our GIF, let's see, GIF SVG, We'll add an on click on this. Equal to display GIF. Let's copy this div. Then we need to go into our home page. 6. Play the GIF on, or the GIF modal on the home page or feed page, whatever we end up calling it. I'm gonna say home page / feed page. I don't remember what I end up calling it, but we'll go into our pages. Pages. Right now it's called home. We'll do this. We'll say display. Display. We call this GIF. We need to import this, so we'll say const display. Whoops. Display GIF equal to use selector. State and root state. We'll return state dot modal dot display GIF, just to make it a little bit easier on ourselves. So if display GIF, then we will display the feed post creator, and this will be GIF modal. So this will just basically set us up to just view the modal. We need to still set the modal up, obviously. So do that, and then do this. We also have no way of getting rid of the GIF, but we'll set that up in the top bar. Alright, so now if we click on this, cool, nothing happens. Why is that? Let's check our Redux. Going on with this. Update display GIF. Modal is currently false. Let me click on this. State. But still false. It's dispatching. Did I return the state in here? I did not. Rookie mistake. Make sure you return the state. Let's try again. There we go. Alright. So that seems to be doing what we want. It's eating up that content, and obviously we don't have a scroll or anything right now because we're not overflowing. So I can't really test to see anything like that, but we can start working on the top bar at least. Oh, hiccups, goodness. Okay, so the top bar has the X icon. Get rid of this. Has an X icon, and then it has a search for GIFs, where if you click on it, it has a blue. That's interesting. Whoops. Click on it, it ends up blue. And interesting. Okay. So the search bar is going to be interesting because it changes the position of where things are. So I guess let's do this. Let's go ahead and set up the top bar for this. So let's close out of a couple things here that we don't need currently. And we'll make a new folder. Feed post creator, GIF modal top, and a new file. Feed post creator, GIF modal top. Honestly, each one of these things could probably be its own quote unquote feature at this point. But you know, I just started working on this, and I was gonna go kind of go with the flow. So, all right. So we'll import React. I don't know if we need anything else from this other than the CSS for now. So I'll just grab the CSS creator gif top.css be gif modal top. I spelled this wrong. Rename. There we go. And it's still something still spelled wrong with it, I think. Oh, never mind. No, it's not. Okay. So we're gonna go ahead and export const feed post creator gif type modal top react.function component equal to, and we'll return div last name equal to feed dash post dash creator dash gif dash modal dash top. All right, and then from here, what we're gonna do is we need the close icon, and then I guess let's do this. So we need a div last name equal to feed dash post dash creator dash gif dash modal dash top dash close bg. That'll be where we have the hover effect. Then we need a close icon. We'll be able to do something like that, I believe. SX equal to font size, and we need to figure out what font size we need. I don't think I'm going to be able to figure it out with this. So this is like 20 by 20, so maybe 18 px or something. We'll see how that looks. And then close this. I don't think we need to change the color on or anything. Black should be fine. And then we need like a text input, I guess. So we'll say input type equal, I guess we don't even need to put type text. And then we'll need like an on blur or on, not on blur, although we will need on blur, not on click, on focus. So on focus we'll have to do something, and on blur we'll have to do something, and then we'll need a state, I guess. We'll say use state. I'm gonna say like const input focused, set input focused equal to use states and boolean. So this will be how we set up the ring or whatever you want to call it. So this is a folder structure that was recommended to me, or I guess that a YouTuber made, who's a software engineer. So that's kind of where I came up with the folder structure. I'm not doing a very good job because obviously these features can be broken down into smaller features. So this is kind of a thing that if I wasn't recording for YouTube, I'd probably refactor it, but because of the fact that refactoring is such a hassle, it doesn't make for good YouTube content, basically. So there's that, and I think that as you type in this, yeah, it starts finding stuff. So this one needs an on change on it. So on change, I guess we'll say const input value, set input value equal to use states, And this will be a string. And this will start out as an empty string. And then, so now the value will equal to input value. And do we want a placeholder? I guess we can add a placeholder. Placeholder will equal to search for gifs. But I think this is a somewhat common folder structure for bigger React applications. Just going to change. Just the style of the input itself is going to change whether or not we are focused. Now, I guess an issue is going to be div. We're going to need a wrapper because we can't nest things inside of an input, I don't think, right? An input is just a self-closing tag. I don't think we can do this, can we? Because we need a search icon as well from Material UI. And I'm guessing that's just this. This is a lot smaller. Font size. This font size is, this one is 13 by 13. Let's say font size like 15 px. And color is might be able to get this color. RGBA, blah, blah, blah. Sure. I don't think this will work, but we'll see what happens. I'm going to do some actual logic on this probably. I'll just do this for now and fix up all of these. Then I might also say const put class, that input class, so the use state of a string. And we might use a use effect to update this. So we'll see. All right. So let's see what monstrosity we have going on here. We come into our GIF modal, and on our top bar, do this. And I'll update all of this later on once we have things more figured out. Now this would be a feed, post creator, total top. Okay. So what do we have here? It's broken. Okay. What's broken? The input? Yeah, okay. That's what I thought was going to happen. So we're going to have to throw a div here, I guess. Last name equal to... we could... let's just do this for now. Feed. Post. Creator. GIF. Modal top. This will be input wrapper. We're just going to create a wrapper for this input. And we're going to copy this. And what we're going to do is, I don't know if this is going to work or not, but we're going to find out very quickly. I feel like we need a class on here. Class name is equal to, and this is going to be input class. And we'll update the input class based on our logic and whatnot. I should be able to refresh. And this guy's not. Okay, so that might be a little small. Let's make the search icon a little bit bigger. We might need to make the X icon slightly bigger as well. So the search right now is 15px. What does 16 look like? Guess it needs to be even bigger. Maybe this needs to be 18, this needs to be 20. I don't want to make it too big. That's still kind of small. I'll deal with it. But let's go ahead and set up this CSS real quick so we can kind of start seeing some stuff happening. So we'll say width 100% and height 100% and display flex and flex direction's fine. Justify content. We could say space between, but honestly we'll just say space evenly and align items in the center. And then let's have a padding, and they do it like this: 0px and 16px is what Twitter had. So this should align stuff a little bit better. Yep. Okay. And then let's see. Although it's kind of aligning things in the center. I might need to say flex start on justify content. Then it doesn't really have any padding. I think the padding, what if I just say padding 16? It needs padding on it. That looks better. It doesn't look big enough, like tall enough, but it's probably fine. Let's deal with the X. So the close BG. To get this done, this should be pretty simple. It's 34 by 34. And has a black background. So width 34px, height 34px, border radius 100%, and we also need flex and everything. So display flex, and we'll justify content in the center and align items in the center, and then we'll need this with hover. So that's really dark. Is it 0? It might be 004. Might be like 004. Because that's really dark. How dark that is. Let's try 004. Probably too light now, huh? Well, yeah. Let's say 0.1. I think that's fine. Alright. We might need to do space between on this. Okay, I think so far I can live with that. I think that's almost right. So now getting this whole search box going. The search box is 490, give or take. So let's do this. We're gonna... The thing is, though, is what I could do I could just like not have. I can make this the width basically. If I come in here, and I could say something like width goes 490, right? And that's not going to be 490-ish. 490 px. And the height is about 40. Height 40 px. It's got a border of like 1 px. And although the border would be something that we had to do dynamically, the border radius though is going to be like 20 px. Let's say dot active or something, or input active. We'll do inactive to start, and we'll say border 1 px solid. And let's grab this color. I'm sure we probably have this color somewhere. Do they have the border color in here somewhere? Of course they don't. What about in here? What about in here? That border color is 0. Got the border color somewhere. This right here. I'm sure that I have this somewhere, but okay. And then we'll grab the inactive, copy this, and paste it. Oh, that's definitely what I wanted to do. Maybe we'll put it in here, put class. We'll do this. Let's make a small change. This needs to be curlies. We'll do this, space, $sign, put class. We'll get rid of this class name for now. So, this is gonna have to be changed too. We're gonna have to make some changes to this, but does that look about right? I mean, not gonna be perfect, but this is going to be display flex for sure, and align items center. So no matter what, it's gonna be like that. And then if it's inactive, we're going to justify content center. That. Except I think that we want the input basically just be hidden. And whenever we click on the input, we make it active. So like our actual, like the actual input itself. So this input itself will basically be invisible. We don't want it hidden, but it'll be basically invisible. Oh shoot though. How am I gonna deal with this though? Because this is gonna be, I guess we could justify content on the input itself, right? What if we say class name equal to feed dash post dash creator? Still ain't gonna work though, right? Because the GIF photo top input. Now the issue is going to be, copy this. Still going to have an issue here. If we say width 100%, height 100%. Let's throw a margin or a padding on this of like at least, I think 16 will probably be too much. Yeah, see, knew that was gonna happen. This also got scuffed, but I knew. I don't know why height 100% scuffed that, but yeah. See, now we still have the issue with having to say whether it's active or not, because we want the search for GIFs to be in the middle if we're inactive. Like, this is what we want whenever we've clicked on it already, because this is more or less what it turns into whenever you click on it. That's about right. But we still need to deal with the inactive part, which is kind of annoying. So we're gonna have to like, I mean, I'm sure that if we had inactive, so like let's say, for example, we come back in here and we say that this is display flex, right? And oops. And well, maybe we can't display flex this. We might have to. We might not be able to. Yeah, we can't display flex on input, which makes sense, I guess. Although we might be able to say text align or text align center. So yeah, we can text align center it. The thing about this search icon, crap, but we can't actually. We have to wrap this into its own div. We have to wrap this in its own div as well. Creator, GIF, modal, top, search, icon. We need to make. The thing is, even if we text align center this, right? And let's also get rid of the, whoops, outline. None. That should fix that, right? Oh? That is outline. Maybe that one's border none. And the font's obviously scuffed and everything, but I'm not worried about the font right now. Also, that's not centered. Probably because I need to copy this. So at this point, I'm just testing stuff out. So the input wrapper needs a position of relative for this to work. So we'll say flex or display flex, justify content center, align item center, and then we'll say position is absolute and top will be 50%. Not quite what we wanted. And let's say left is 50%. Let's just see what this looks like. Oh, and I broke it. Okay, so it didn't quite do what I wanted. I might have to say Width is like 20 px. Height is 20 px to get this to work. Okay, so I didn't quite put it where I wanted it. So let's say 0 and 0 and see what this does. Okay, so put it about where I'd want. So the thing is, I don't know if you can actually click on. Can't click on it itself. Okay, so I know this is just a lot of tinkering. How's it going, Viking? Sorry if I'm not looking at messages right away. I'm looking at Twitter to kind of to do the reconstruction here. So this is still too small for one thing. So I'm gonna make this like 20, which seems like it's way too big, but it needs to be bigger. That's still pretty small. It's crazy to think that this is. I do a. Do they have a font weight on it? Okay, it doesn't do anything. Let's say 22, because it's getting a little bit too thick now. That'll have to do. So if we say top, I think it's 40 pixels-ish. Oh, I'm sorry, guys. What if we say top 10 pixels? 8 pixels? This is super scuffed, I know. It was almost better to do it the way that I had it, where it's almost better if I had it the other way, where I didn't have any of this. But I'm still gonna need this. Don't have the width. It's almost better if I do it like this. And this is still broken, so get rid of this. Save. Why is this still scuffed? Let's see. Get rid of this. This was just working. It looked nice. So what is going on now? Is it because I still have this wrapped in a div? This was lined up nicely before. So what is going on with spacing? By content center, text align center, align item center. Is not the padding, is it? I mean, it could be the padding. Thank you for that. Thanks for the super chat. I appreciate you. Let's try this. I really appreciate you supporting. Alright, is it the padding? It's not the padding, so what is going on with this guy? Why are you spaced? Fix this. What's going on with you guys? Why is there... Oh, you know what? It's the text align center. Yeah. So I guess we can make... So I'm gonna say text inherit, or it's not input text, is it? Not font family, is it? No. What is this? Let's see here. HTML input inherit. How do we do this? No, there's a way to do this. I don't think it's font family. It is font family. Okay. Font family will be inherit. Does that help this? It doesn't do anything, I don't think. Actually, it might have been okay. I think that we need to bring down the font weight. Probably already close to 400. Oh no, that's way better. The font size though needs to come up. Font size, let's say 16. That might be a little bit big. Yeah, let's go 14. Might need to be 15. Just messing around here. Why that? Now it doesn't seem centered to me. Why does that not seem centered? Thank you, Rinaldi. Really appreciate you. So this needs to be moved over. Is there some invisible force mess with this? Might just be the fact that the how big the thing is, whatever it's called. What if we do this? Let's say that our feed post creator GIF top input wrapper. I think we can keep the padding on this. Let's say overflow hidden on this. And then what if we say fit content? So width is fit content. That make it smaller. I might have made it worse. Okay, the padding is scuffing the heck out of this. Let's because we already have a padding on the. Well, no, that's not it. Let's say 0, 16. Just 2 padding on the sides. Okay, that's fine. So I think that the input is still too big. Yeah, the input's still pretty big, which is kind of messing with the centering. Now there's a couple things we could do. We could either hard code the width for now, and then whenever we make it active, we can make the width longer, basically. And that's one way to do it, I guess, because we're gonna have to have separate options for this at this point. Like I think we want to have, you know, different things for this. Nothing we can really do about it. Can't do width 100%. Can't. Like, this is the best looking we've had it. Let's see. Input fit. Yes, that. Really do what we want. I don't want width 100% though. I just want size of the auto growing inputs and text area. Although this is not quite what I wanted. This isn't gonna work. We're just gonna do it the hard way or the wrong way. So we're going to, so right now this guy is 179 long. Let's make it, let's see. Let's try 100 real quick. So let's say 100 pixels. We're just gonna experiment until this works. That might be about right. Looks about centered. Except this needs to say search for GIFs with an S. Search for... Oh, never mind. It's being cut off. So we need to make it a little bit bigger. Let's say 110. Okay. I think that's fine. So now whenever we're active, so this is going to be input wrapper active. Put dash wrapper active. And we're going to have an input active. Dot input active. And whenever the input's active, dot input inactive. So whenever input is inactive, it'll have a width of 110. Whenever it's active, it'll have a width of 100%. So let's see here. So on input, our class name, say this. And we'll say input focused question mark. And if that's the case, we'll be input active. Oops. Otherwise, it'll be this, but input inactive. Input inactive. So let's see. Oh, I scuffed everything. That's because this guy, instead of, we're going to change this and we'll do the same thing. Input focused question mark. So, and we'll do this. This isn't the best way to do this, but it is a way to do this. Do this. This would be input wrapper inactive, or active actually, input wrapper active. Otherwise, it'll be this, but inactive. Let's see. Click on GIF, get rid of this. There we go. So it's inactive. Everything's good. So then whenever we click on it, what we'd want is for this to push over. And I think that's as simple as literally saying with 100%. And then in our active, so wrapper active, we'll have a 2 pixel solid. And then we need our Twitter blue. And I think we can find that in our app.tsx. And I've learned a lot since I started this, so I would change a lot of stuff. So now instead of justify content, it'll be flex start. So now whenever it goes active, it should push it over to the left. Okay, so things aren't quite centered now. This is kind of scuffed, but it did do what I wanted. I will say that at least it worked, but we need to figure out what's going on with this guy. So whenever, it's not the width, or it shouldn't be the width. Should have to do with the height, because height should just be like auto whatever, or fit content. Shouldn't have to do with the height, unless this guy got shoved upwards, but I don't think that's the case, because whenever you go back to false, I think it's the actual text itself. Let's set it back to true. Take a look at the div. Way too... We're gonna have to deal with that. But anyway. So our input wrapper looks fine. Part's still centered. The input is scuffed. Input active is doing something weird to this. Grabbing stuff from somewhere else. Shoot. I guess we'll say GIF input. Trying to keep it as short as possible here. Yeah, it was adding, there we go, looks better. And that's exactly how it should look whenever it is active. So now on focus and on blur, it will say const, what are we gonna call this? Const handle clicked equal to, I don't think we need anything here. Basically all we're just gonna say is set input focused, do not put focused. We're gonna put this into the on focus and the on blur. So now it's backwards though. Set that to false to start. Click on it, click off. Click on it, click off. Okay. That's our search bar. Probably could have made this its own component itself. Even made it, probably could have made this like a style component, but it is what it is. I feel like this is too much space in between these two though. So I made this as long as, so I guess it's fine. Now of course our on change, so we'll say const handle change value. This will take in a react dot react dot change event. Is it not the dot? Is it just change event? I'm confused. React dot. Why can I not think of this? React event? Why am I dumb? React, oops. TypeScript, change, event, type. Just change event. Change. Well, it's not change event either. Why am I dumb? React dot event. So why can I not grab React dot? Why is my change event not popping up? Am I crazy? My internet's being super slow right now. change event, HTML. This is input element. Oh, you know what? It's that, isn't it? Gosh dang it, man. I love whenever I mess up. And we'll say set input value, whoops, to e.target.value. Good job, Ethan. And then this will be handle change value. This is going to need logic to search Giphy for GIFs. That'll come later. Then of course, when we close, we need to handle that. So const handle close modal, and this will be all we do for the day. And so we need our dispatch, which is app dispatch, equal to use dispatch, and this will dispatch update display GIF. We'll copy this, and then on here we'll have an on click equal to handle close modal. And I think that's everything we really need. Hello, we are searching for a GIF. That's obviously a little bit scuffed. I think that on blur, maybe we, oh, you know what? Would have you click on this? Okay, so it does stay like that. But it also, shoot, we also need, and we have to do a little bit more work on this. We need a small circle with an X in it that clears everything. Ah, dang it. So we type a lot, and hear what happened. Just work some. Okay, so we're going to deal with that. So on this side, we're going to be like value question mark. If there's a value, we're going to have a div, the class name of something, and it's going to have like an X in it. Otherwise, it's going to be nothing, and this will be input value. But that's going to be all the time I have for today, unfortunately. So we're going to have to work on this some more Thursday. I'm going to look into Giphy, see what I can figure out with that. But yeah, that's kind of where we're at. So thank you all for stopping by. I'll catch you in the next Let's Build Twitter video or live stream.